Sonic 3D Blast was released on the Sega Genesis in 1996, with the Saturn port coming later. Now, what is Sonic 3D Blast, you may ask? Well, it was the first 3D Sonic game, and that's what it's only really known for. This is mostly considered the oddball of the Sonic games on the Genesis. But why, though? Well, to tell you the answer, the game isn't really good. Now, we're going to be looking at the Genesis version of Sonic 3D Blast, not the Saturn version. May do a video on that later, but for now, let's just get this started and see what Sonic 3D Blast on the Genesis has to offer. So, starting the game, you are given three options. You could start, go to the sound test, or whatever the frickin' control is. Let's choose start. The game starts by telling us Flickies are magical creatures and that Robotnik has captured them. So then Sonic goes to Flicky Island only to realize his friends are robots. Then he frees them and the adventure starts and Sonic dives through a ring. So we head into Green Grove Zone, and the first thing you'll notice is that Sonic controls terribly. He just doesn't really feel that good. Jumping on an enemy feels terrible. It just feels so delayed, and it feels like you're not going to hit him and take a hit. It's not that good. Another crucial part about this game are the Flickies, where you have to defeat enemies in order to get them. You gotta collect 5 of them in each segment of the level and drop them through this ring thing in order to move on to the next section. While a cool concept, they just weren't implemented that good. When you go to a level and give Tails or Knuckles 50 rings, you get transported to these special stages. First, I expected to really hate these, but they're actually not that bad. They're better than most Sonic special stages, actually. They're kind of like the half pipes in Sonic 2, except a bit better, actually. Way better. You gotta collect a certain amount of rings before the time. However, it's much more generous. The introductional world, Green Grove, is actually pretty solid. I managed to get through this one, and I actually kind of enjoyed it. However, there was some very bad level design as well. The boss fight is stupid easy. All you gotta do is Eggman drops his spike, avoid it, and then he'll pick it back up, and you can hit him. I managed to get through this one with no problem. But then there's Rusty Ruin. My god, this level is trash. You gotta use these wind turbine things to unlock everything, and you can't get hit, or else you're gonna have to go back, use them again, and they're required for puzzles, and it's really just not good. I managed to get through the first act, but by the second act, I was just done. I couldn't really play this anymore. So, what did I think of Sonic 3D Blast? Well, it had a ton of bad, like the controls and some other things. There were still some good. However, it still isn't that great of a game. Still, though, it isn't the worst game ever. It's not even the worst Sonic game ever. It's not even the worst Sonic game with the word blast in its title. Yeah, that's right. But anyways, I'm gonna make an oath that one day I will complete Rusty Ruin.